Hi friends, this is Anita Cordell, and I am getting ready to do a vlog series on So You Want to Become an Actor. The reason why I decided to go ahead and do a vlog series is because I have a professional page, an actor page, and that's where I post some of my commercials and film work I do and announcements that I make and what have you. And I will get messages periodically from people, or phone calls or text messages if somebody knows me, or even referrals. And people will ask me, you know, I see you do this, I want to do it, how do I get started? Like, what do I do? Or, I've taken one advice from you, but nobody's contacting me, and so what do I need? I need help, and like, how do I get started in this genre or whatever? And so I decided to just do a video vlog, or a vlog, rather, and go ahead and have the very first one be now. And I am going to, this is all about headshots. So as you can see, I've got my headshots, and we'll talk about them in a minute, but I first wanted to go and let's just go through some talking points on how I got started. The first talking point is you really need to go professional. Just go pro. And not only that, but you need to find somebody who specializes in headshots. And, you know, while it's great and all that you have an aunt or an uncle or a cousin or a brother or sister that's, you know, trying to do their work in photography, that may be well and good, and I'm not knocking that. They do need to get experience. And so if you did a trade for them, like, you know, you allowed them to use the photos that they took of you and help build their portfolio while it allowed you to get started, then that's a great trade. And I know people who do that often, especially if they know somebody who's good at photography. They're just needing some subjects. So, you know, while, you know, that's a great way to get started, eventually you're going to have to build that stream and just get better and better and better at your headshots. So go professional. Now, you know, if you know somebody who's trying to be professional, that may be a good trade. But just having your brother or whatever taking a picture of you outside, it may not always work that way. And you might not get something that's going to help you compete with all those other professionals who are paying the professional photographer. Does that make sense? So my journey as far as headshots go, and the reason too, when you go pro, they're going to know about framing, they're going to know about lighting, they're going to know about background, they're going to know about you know, options of how you stand, all that kind of stuff. And they're also going to they're also going to help you in my second point, which is personality. You always want to try and show your personality in your headshots. Whether you're fun and mom look, or whether you're a business person or what have you, want to show that side of you in your headshots. For instance, I have a friend who I've been in films with. His name's Timothy Perez, and he is a bodybuilder, and he's you know, he does a lot of like gangster type or hard roles. That's his type, and most of his headshots you'll see display that. You know, but I also know other people who go for the teacher look or the mom look, which is what I typically will go for. So know your personality, know your type, and then you figure out kind of how you will want to bring that out when you're talking to a professional, okay? A professional photographer. So these are just some examples of headshots. This is my very first one. Now, I will tell you this, that I did actually hire a professional on that. She was a referral to me, and when I hired her, I, you know, knew that she had never done any photography, but her price was good, and that's what I was going for. Actually, it was a good price. But she had a studio, and she did her photography out kind of in the back of her yard. So she was focused on more like casual family kind of, like, I want to do my family photos. That's the kind of photographer that she was. So when I went to her studio, that's exactly what it was. She had me sitting there, you know, just very, very formalized. Does that make sense? And so, yeah, so you could see definitely that this is not a typical actor headshot. So I had to redo them. And this is one that I kind of wanted to do for a more darker look. These are other ones, and you can see, you know, they just get better. And this, just so you can see it up front, that's my close-up one. And these are printed off. So when you go to some auditions, they want this printed off, and other producers and directors just want an online submission, basically. Now, my headshot, I got this idea from from Los Angeles printing studio, where they said that, you know, there was a little trend where they put 2 of your choice of headshots at the bottom as well, so that when you present this to a producer, they actually have 3 looks of you versus just 1. And so I chose to do that on my last 2 that I did, and you know, it's not that I don't know that it has made you know, got me into a role or whatever, I don't know, but it does help. Anything helps to stand out, right? So based on those kinds of things, now you can see these last 3, they were done with natural lighting. They were outside, and so I prefer natural lighting, which is you know, just a preference. Now, I will say this: when you get your headshots done, when you book that person, when you find that professional in your market, and you're getting ready to go in there, and you're sitting there with the camera in your face, your headshots, it's all about the eyes. It's all about the eyes and what you're looking at. So make sure that you're relaxed and that you're talking to yourself and saying things that you want the camera to see, because it's going to see it. So that's just another little side note. Now let's talk about clothing. When you go and get your headshot done, you want to pick things that are going to either pop or give you kind of your standard look. I wear blue a lot in my headshots. This one I had orange, and I had a lot of compliments on this. This has been probably most people's favorite through the years. But it just depends. I also use pink and green. So those solid colors and bright are great. Now, I have seen pictures where headshots are done with black and white photos, and it you know, it's just really a matter of a personal preference. But what you don't want is you don't want to have something so loud and so bright and so boisterous that it takes away from this, because this is what you want people to focus on, especially your eyes, not your outfit per se. Does that make sense? And then as far as like makeup is concerned, when you get a professional headshot, there is most likely going to be a makeup artist on set, and they're going to have a little bit of an extra fee. Sometimes the makeup artist will charge like an extra $75 or something of that nature. My advice to you, go ahead and do it, because you're going to have the professionals all around you, and it's going to be the great that first time around. And so just, you got to start, this vlog series is really more about the new people that want to get started in this. And so if you always remember, if you want to do what people are doing that are already working in the industry, that already are booking films, that are already booking commercials, do what they're doing. And most of them just hire professionals to do it all. Most of them. But anyway, that's my little talking point vlog about headshots. So if you want to be an actor, start making notes and thinking of some of the things that you need to do in order to prepare yourself. It's all about preparation. It's all about preparing yourself to be chosen for a specific role. And if you come across very professional, then they're going to know that you're going to, or they're going to hope that you're going to behave professionally on set. And so until next time, if you like this vlog, or if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and be sure and watch some of my other videos too. And as always, you can find me at Anita-Cordell.com or at Facebook at Anita Cordell-Actress. Thanks, and have a great day.